In this video, I will give you a detailed overview of the neighborhoods in Dubai where it is interesting to invest today in order to maximize your chances of making significant capital gains. I will talk to you about their characteristics, their advantages and disadvantages, as well as the types of investors each one is best suited for. And make sure to stay until the end because we will discuss the up-and-coming neighborhoods with the greatest potential. It's important to understand that there isn't one neighborhood that will suit all investors, and depending on your goals, you'll choose different areas. One investor might be looking for immediate high returns, while another may prefer a long-term wealth-building strategy with lower risk and more modest returns, or yet another might be seeking a larger capital gain, but over a longer period. Personally, I always try to mix my strategies across short-term, medium-term, and long-term projects. When I say long-term, I mean no more than 5 years. I often hear investors who feel like they're arriving too late to the Dubai real estate market. Well, that's not the case at all. There are still emerging neighborhoods where you can achieve great capital gains. So, I invite you to watch this video all the way through so you don't miss anything. I'm Agatha. I've been living in Dubai for 11 years and I've personally been investing in off-plan projects for almost 10 years. Here, I'm sharing my best tips to succeed in this market and avoid the pitfalls. By the way, if you're interested in off-plan real estate investment in Dubai and, like me as an investor, you're tired of dream sellers who present you with numbers pulled out of thin air and you're looking for real information about this market, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. In this video, we'll start with the so-called mature neighborhoods, which some of you probably already know, then move on to up-and-coming areas with high potential. And I'll tell you everything about this city in constant development, where I've been living and investing for over 10 years. What's great about Dubai is that it's a city offering a multitude of options for real estate investment. There is something for every type of investor. Everything depends on your budget and the level of risk you're willing to take. Each neighborhood offers distinct characteristics in terms of development, pricing, and potential for capital gains. I've divided the city into 4 categories based on their level of maturity and the opportunities they offer. We'll start with the mature and highly developed neighborhoods. These are fully developed areas with high-quality infrastructure and strong rental demand. Prices are high there, but investing in these areas is considered relatively safe. Normally, even if you've never been to Dubai, these areas will still sound familiar to you. I'm talking about neighborhoods like Downtown, Dubai Marina, and Palm Jumeirah. Let's start with Downtown Dubai. This is the very center of Dubai, and it's the district that houses the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Mall. You'll find buildings there developed almost exclusively by Emaar. Emaar is a high-end semi-governmental developer that has been shaping the face of the city for over 20 years. In downtown, there is strong rental demand both for year-round residents and for short-term rentals. Next, let's move on to Dubai Marina. Similarly, it's an iconic district of Dubai located by the sea, where you'll find a multitude of restaurants, hotels, as well as residential skyscrapers, a large pedestrian promenade, and a mall. Here, there is strong rental demand, especially from expats, but it's also the perfect neighborhood for short-term rentals. And finally, Palm Jumeirah. Everyone knows this artificial palm-shaped island, famous for its luxury residences and hotels like the Atlantis, for example. Here, most residences have their own private beach, and you'll attract wealthy tenants or tourists who want to be by the sea. It's pretty much the same use as Dubai Marina, long-term or short-term rentals, but with a much more luxurious dimension. Here, we're talking about neighborhoods that are very mature, so you really won't get the best returns in the city unless you go for seasonal rentals. On the other hand, there's very strong demand. So as a result, you'll have very good liquidity. And you can still make great capital gains if you buy at a good price. Now let's move on to well-developed neighborhoods with potential for capital appreciation. These areas are already well established, but they still offer opportunities for value appreciation in the future. These neighborhoods include Business Bay, Dubai Hills, Meydan, and Dubai Creek Harbour. Let's start with Business Bay. It's a central district adjacent to downtown that was initially designed as a business hub, but which now also features more and more residential projects. Thanks to its proximity to downtown and the DIFC financial district, it's a strategic location for investors. The price per square meter here is 30 to 40% cheaper than downtown, but it's continuously rising. The district is also crossed by the Dubai Canal, which offers nice views and pedestrian walkways along the banks. Rental demand is strong, but be careful, only for quality projects. It's also a neighborhood where you can do both long-term rentals and short-term seasonal rentals. Now let's move on to the Dubai Hills district. It's a high-end residential area developed exclusively by Emaar, where you'll find villas, apartments, some offices, a golf course, and above all, the Dubai Hills Mall. Geographically, it's halfway between downtown and Marina. It's also a neighborhood that's very well connected to other areas of Dubai. There are plenty of green spaces, schools, and hospitals. It's the quintessential family neighborhood. Typically, if you've come to Dubai on vacation, there's little chance you've been there. So it's 100% residential and not ideal for short-term rentals, but it's a neighborhood with strong rental demand and significant potential for capital appreciation. Now, Meydan. It's a vibrant neighborhood undergoing major transformation, and above all, it's close to downtown and Business Bay. What makes this neighborhood stand out is that it's the closest area to downtown and DIFC, the financial center, where you'll find villas and townhouses. On top of that, there are plenty of schools, green spaces, and highly ambitious projects being developed by top-tier developers like Ellington and Soba, among others. Prices are still competitive here, but strong demand and ongoing projects suggest significant appreciation in the coming years. In terms of investment, this is a residential area that will appeal to investors looking for long-term capital gains rather than immediate returns. And finally, Dubai Creek Harbour. This is a rapidly growing district located along Dubai Creek and here too developed entirely by Jumeirah. Its main advantage is that it's a mix between downtown and the marina, just 10 minutes from downtown and the airport, with spectacular views of downtown and the Burj Khalifa. You'll find high-end residences, quality infrastructure such as a marina, a huge park, luxury hotels, and even an artificial beach that's more real than nature itself. This is also a district with strong rental demand and high appreciation potential because we're still only at the beginning of this development. It's an ideal destination for investors looking for long-term capital gains. Here, these are clearly neighborhoods where you should invest off-plan because there are still projects under development. And the biggest capital gain will happen at the time of delivery, thanks to the double effect caused both by the payment plan and the price increase in the area. Now I'm going to talk to you about developing neighborhoods that offer the most affordable prices. These areas are booming and they offer attractive prices and significant growth potential. The first one, which you probably know, is Jumeirah Village Circle, also known as JVC. It's a rapidly growing residential neighborhood located 20 minutes from downtown and about 15 minutes from the marina. You'll mainly find apartments there, along with a few villas. JVC offers a rather peaceful living environment with plenty of green spaces and parks. And prices here are often 30 to 40% lower than in more central neighborhoods. And the main advantage of JVC is really its value for money. It's a well-connected neighborhood with schools, a mall, and everything you need in terms of local shops. On the other hand, it's still quite far from the tourist attractions. So here, long-term rentals are preferred. You can still achieve very good returns here. This is a neighborhood to prioritize if you don't have a huge budget and want immediate returns. You can also hope for a good long-term capital gain when the metro arrives in 4 or 5 years, provided you invest, of course, in a quality project. The second affordable neighborhood that, in my opinion, has a lot of potential is Arjan. Although it's a truly residential neighborhood, you may have already been there if you visited Dubai on vacation because it's the area where the Dubai Miracle Garden is located, which is one of the most visited attractions in Dubai. Yeah, I know, it's incredible to think that with everything you can do in Dubai, one of the most visited places here is Miracle Garden, but it's true nonetheless. Arjan is a neighborhood that is attracting more and more investors thanks to its affordable prices and its connectivity with all the other central areas of the city. You'll mostly find apartments there, along with some villas, local shops, but also prestigious schools, a hospital, green spaces, and Dubai Science Park. It's a business center dedicated to science and innovation. The presence of Dubai Science Park, but especially the proximity to Dubai Hills Mall, which is just 5 minutes away by car, gives Arjan an extra appeal compared to other affordable areas. There is strong rental demand in this segment of reasonably priced housing, and a significant potential for capital gain is expected with the arrival of the metro and as the neighborhood continues to develop. Here, you get high immediate returns and long-term capital appreciation. There are a lot of off-plan projects here. So as a result, there are quite a few resales. And even though the neighborhood will evolve and the metro will arrive, liquidity won't be very high because of all these resales and, as a result, the competition will face. So it's important to keep in mind that the capital gain will happen in a few years and therefore you really need to invest in a quality project. If you have more specific questions about these neighborhoods, feel free to ask them in the comments. It's always a pleasure to exchange ideas with fellow investors. Finally, let's now talk about emerging neighborhoods, those with the greatest potential for capital gains, but which are also the riskiest. These areas are still at the beginning of their development. They offer investment opportunities at very attractive prices, but with a higher level of risk. Basically, these areas are for people who missed out on downtown 10 years ago and Dubai Creek Harbour 5 years ago. There are still opportunities. All is not lost. Listen carefully to what comes next. The first one is Dubai Maritime City. Dubai Maritime City is truly an interesting bet for those looking for a long-term real estate investment and who like to get in early. It's simple. For now, there's nothing there. But this seaside district is starting to attract big names like Omniat and especially Emar, which is preparing a huge project called Mina Rashid. This project will transform the area with luxury residences, a marina, and restaurants. We know that in Dubai, beachfront land is becoming scarce, so investing here could really be a true opportunity. Of course, we don't have any data yet on rental yields or capital gains, but for those who like to get in early on a project, this is the place to invest. For now, Dubai Maritime City is a bit isolated, but with the new roads under construction, you'll soon be able to reach downtown in 15 minutes, which will really make access much easier. In terms of price, it's also really attractive for a beachfront location. So for investors willing to take a bit of risk, Dubai Maritime City offers a great opportunity to settle in a neighborhood that could skyrocket in value in the coming years. The second one is Dubai Islands. It's an ambitious project that's still under development, but it already has strong potential for investors who like to get in early. These islands, which are located north of Dubai, opposite Deira, are expected to become a top tourist and residential destination. There will be beaches, hotels, luxury residences, marinas, a mall, and even theme parks. Right now, it's the same here. There's absolutely nothing yet. So we don't have concrete data on rental yields or capital gains, but we can already anticipate strong demand for beachfront housing, both from residents and tourists, given the infrastructure that will be put in place. It's the same master developer as Palm Jumeirah. It's Nakheel, which is also a government developer. And the ambition is to create a second Palm, but this time in the north of the city. Moreover, Nakheel has set the requirement that all projects launched there must be completed by 2027 at the latest. This is what will guarantee investors and future residents that they won't be living in a construction site for years after the handovers. For now, prices remain attractive compared to other seaside areas, but the flagship projects in the zone are selling out within a few hours. So it's really a bet that will pay off for those who like to take risks and invest in early stage projects and who have time, because this won't happen overnight. In my opinion, you'll need to wait at least 5 years to resell at the best price. To conclude, each neighborhood offers specific opportunities depending on your investor profile, your risk tolerance, and your financial goals. It is essential to conduct thorough analysis and consult local experts before making an investment decision. I hope this information will help you gain a clearer understanding for your future investments in Dubai. And if you have any questions or would like advice on real estate investment in Dubai, feel free to contact me. The link is in the description. See you soon for the next video.